Hey guys, this is Aaron here, and I'm going to present with all of you my Dark Magician deck profile. I think this is my first time posting a Dark Magician deck profile on my channel, so it's going to be fun. I think this is, oh, just before I start again, I play more casual or slash casual competitive, so you might not see all the most expensive cards here. So this is more of a budget for fun, kind of friendly deck if you want to play with your friends for fun. Okay, let's get into it. So first off, I'm running, obviously, 3 Dark Magician. This is the original Star Deck one from 2002, from several years ago. This is a reprint. I have I have one more copy of this. I lost my third one. It got thrown away at work by accident, but oh well. So I still, still have 2 of those. So I always run 3 Dark Magician because lots of nostalgia. I think Dark Magician was one of my first starter decks that I bought. But funny thing is that I bought the Pegasus Star deck the most because I wanted 3 MSTs, because I didn't know you could buy single card MSTs when I was a kid, but whatever. So 3 Dark Magician, that's good. And then right now I run 2 Apprentice Illusion Magicians. I forgot if I had 3 or not, but right now I run 2 because it's a really good dark type, Dark Magician style, kind of honest. Plus she can help you search for the regular Dark Magician. So it's a pretty good honest, dark honest card, at least in my opinion. You could run 3 if you want. I just run 2 because sometimes I don't like breaking sometimes. Although her discard 1 card to summon doesn't really break that much as I think. What is this? 1 Magician of Dark Illusion. I think I used to have, I ran 2 before. I felt that it was a little slow, so right now I just run it as 1 of. It's a level 7. It can special summon on your opponent's turn, so it can throw them off a little bit if you activate counter traps or regular traps or quick play spells. So I like to run it as a 1 of. So you can take it out. You can run other level 7s or whatever into XCs or link plays, but I like to have at least 1 in my deck because it looks pretty cool. You know, look at the hollow. Look at the hollow. Yeah. Okay. All right, and for the 3 main search cards, or monster search cards, it would be 3 Magician's Rod. So 3 Magician's Rod is pretty obvious. It helps you search for your plays, your spell cards like Illusion Magic, Dark Magical Circle, Eternal Souls, and you know what I mean. So 3 as a staple. So I play more slightly more casual slash casual competitive, so I like using the Dark Hexial Fusion. So I know some people rather run Red Eyes into Red Eyes Dragoon, but I don't have that much money to pay $40-50 for a fusion card right now, so I have been running this for the longest time for casual play. I use Armageddon Knight sometimes to dump it, and then sometimes I reborn it, and then I fuse it into Dark Paladin, so this guy helps too, especially for Armageddon Knight, especially if you want to dump some Dark Magicians into the graveyard so you can summon it from Eternal Soul. I just like dumping cards into the graveyard for Eternal Soul. My main play is Eternal Soul, that's why I like Armageddon Knight. Again, probably not the best for special summoning combo plays, but I like this card for Dark Magician deck, at least in my opinion. Mystic Tomato, I know this is not as popular nowadays, but I like playing OG cards, and this can help bring out your Armageddon Knight for dumping Dark Magician to summon, and then going to your rank 7s, Iman Illusion, Magician, all that. And you can also use Mystic Tomato for this. You can use it for other cards like Spirit Reaper if you really want to have some fun. So I really like Mystic Tomato. I think I ran it at 2 of before, but I made space for other tech cards. As you'll see in a second, I have some other older cards that some of you older folks would really like. I think you'll really enjoy this. 1 for fun tech card that I put in for more back row. Breaker the Magical Warrior. I know, again, this is not as popular. I want to have some fun, all right? And also Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer. It's a dark type. It's a spellcaster, so a lot of its types match Dark Magician in terms of coloring, in terms of attack and defense. It's 1800 attack, 4-star. So similar to the 4-star Magician's Rod. So, or a 3-star Magician's Rod. They're both dark spellcasters, so it matches the theme. So I like using Kaiku. I think I might have ran it at 2 of before, but then I'm just keeping it at 1 of right now. It's a good kind of anti-meta card depending on what format you're playing against. Playing against like Chaos, or sometimes for like some Shaddoll decks and some other decks that require banishment from the graveyard. This thing really helps. I'm kind of sad they errated it to where you can only banish 2 monsters, because back in the day you can banish anything in the graveyard. So I like Haiku, 1 of. Spells, 2 Dark Magical Circle. I know a lot of people run 3 of. And personally, I run a different ratio for my decks. So I like 2 of. I feel like 3 of is just, I don't know. It just doesn't, for some reason when I play 3, sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't. So sometimes I end up like 1 or 2 out of 3 times I end up drawing 3 cards, and then none of them are Dark Magician cards. I don't know why it always happens to me. That's why I run it at 2 of. Because if you don't draw any Dark Magician stuff, you can't really do anything with the 3 cards that you look at from the top of your deck. So I love the Banishment effect. That's probably one of my favorite effects off of this, but it's kind of like a Pot of Duality, so I like this card. Pot of Duality, except you still get to Special Summon. So those are all the monsters and the 2 spells. So my spells look a little different. I still have the, the usual staples, Dark Magic Inheritance, Illusion Magic. I like this card to help set up the plays in your hand so you can use Eternal Soul. Again, the main play in this deck for my build, my casual build, I love using Eternal Souls, aka Continuous Call of the Haunted every turn. It reminds me a lot of the Azure Eyes Silver Dragon, the Synchro Blue Eyes Dragon monster that helps you summon Blue Eyes every turn. So I like playing it that kind of play style where you get to just monster Reborn every turn. It's really funny. Card destruction. Sometimes I don't want to see Dark Magicians in my hand. So there was one time I had 3 Dark Magicians in hand. Like, what the heck am I going to do with 3 Dark Magicians, dude? So that's why I had card destruction. It really helps. At least for me, it helps. So again, this is more of a budget build. I don't use Magician's Soul. I have bills to pay. So what do you do if you don't have Magician's Soul? What do you do when you don't use Soul Servant? This is what I use. I use 3 Drag Down to the Grave. So some of you might say this is a -1. It's not as good for drawing. I like it because I gave my Dark World deck to my friend, or Dark World deck core, and then I just kept these 3. It's kind of funny. There was one duel where I had 1 of these, and I have 3 Dark Magicians in my hand, and I had something like, I don't know, I think I had something like, maybe like an Armageddon Knight or something. Like, I can't really do much with this right now, So what I did in my first turn is that, or I think I had a trap or something. So I set my trap. I played this, Drag Down to the Grave. I was playing against Salamangreats with my friend. Drag Down to the Grave. I revealed my hand. 3 Dark Magicians. What did he have in his hand? A bunch of like Salamangreat combo cards. So I just dumped all his cards. It's great. So I really like this card. It's just really funny to like troll your friend, just like look at the entire hand. So in some situations, this is a lot more useful than you may think it is. So might be a -1 sometimes. Not as strong in a non-Dark World deck or recurring draw deck, but I like it because it gets a look at your opponent's hand, and I don't have to spend $300 for Magician's Soul, So, although I gotta say, if you have Magician's Soul, please run Magician's Soul. Don't run the trash Drag Down to the Grave. Okay, another draw card, One Day of Peace. It just helps with draws. You can run Upstart if you don't like this. I just have an extra copy of this, so I just run this. Foolish Burial helps dump your Dark Magician. You can replace this for Magician's Navigation. I don't run Magician's Navigation because I found that every time I don't have Dark Magician in my hand, Magician's Navigation is super, super cloggy. It's like a dead draw in my hand. I can't do anything. So that's why I don't like Magician's Navigation. I run Foolish Burial instead. So you can run Magician's Navigation at 1 or 2 of. I feel like 3 has always been super cloggy for me. Sometimes we'll run it at 1 or 2 on Dev Pro or EDO Pro nowadays. Another spell, Raigeki, and a Dark Hole. I like normal removal. Again, I've stated in my Gravekeeper's deck profile, I like regular destruction, so I run these 2 for fun. If you're playing against a more meta deck, you can run Ash Blossom, probably Infinite Impermanence, but I like these 2. And look at that hole, man. That's freaking nice. Wait. Gotta focus. Yeah. Okay. 2 more spell cards. Dark Magic Attack right there. Let's see. Focus. There you go. 2 Dark Magic Attack. Again, sometimes I run into back row heavy decks, so I run 2. Sometimes I put in a Harpy's Feather Duster and then 1 Dark Magic Attack, or a Harpy's Feather and then a Twin Twister to dump my Dark Magician so I can revive it with something else. But I like 2 Dark Magic Attacks because it's very nostalgic for me. And then it's also a good card. You can search it with Eternal Soul, which is my main play, which I like to play with. Yeah, main play, Eternal Soul. I love Eternal Soul. Polymerization. Some people use that other secret polymerization, Dark Magician fusion card. I forgot the name of it. Secret Arts or Fusion, whatever. That's a quick play spell. You can chain on your opponent's turn, but I like using polymerization because I have polymerization. It's very iconic. To the traps, I think I have like 11 traps. How many traps I have? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 11 traps. Okay, let's see. So 3 Eternal Soul. I like Eternal Soul. This is my main combo card of my deck. I like running 3. Some people don't like running 3. They like running 2. Up to you. Again, I like Azura Silver Dragon, the Blue Eyes White Dragon deck, because that dragon monster can help you monster Reborn the Blue Eyes from your graveyard every turn. So I like recurring Reborn cards, because it's just funny. You just slap a Blue Eyes on the field and keep attacking every turn. Or like for this, you just slap a Dark Magician on the field. Just like slap them on. Just slap them all on. Slap them all on, you know. It's just funny. I like using old classic cards, just like straight up summoning it and attacking with it. Like I don't like crazy combos as much as like Orcus or like Spam Links or that kind of stuff. I'm more OG. I like Dark Magician. I know many of you guys like Dark Magician because you're looking at the deck profile, duh. So I like Eternal Soul. Only big downside is that when this thing gets destroyed, it just blows up every Dark Magician on the field. So that's a bad thing. So you can run it as a 2 of, and you can run other things if you like, but I like 3. 3 Solemn Judgment. This is a placeholder until I can get the maximum gold Solemn Judgment. I'm still waiting for those. This is actually from my other deck, but I love Solemn Judgment. As you guys, some of you guys have seen my other deck profiles. Solemn Judgment is probably my favorite trap card of all time, or one of my favorite trap cards, aside from Yugi's trap cards like Magic Cylinder or Mirror Force or Torrential Tribute, the more iconic like Joey, Kaiba cards, and Yugi cards. But Solemn Judgment's always been one of my favorites. So I used to run it in Gravekeepers as well. I used to run this with like Magic Drain and then Magic Jammer and 7 Tools of the Bandit and Compulsory Evacuation Device, and it just like negate everything that my friend does, and you go get so pissed off. And then I would play Cold Wave the next turn. Oh my gosh, so good. I mean, it's not as good as back then. Back then, this thing was freaking broken. Like it's still good nowadays because you can use it as at any life points. You can use that at 100 life points. You can use it at 500 life points. Yeah, it's not as good because nowadays because like, it doesn't negate effects. But depending on the format again, back row heavy decks, this really helps protect your combos. Like if you're going into combo, this thing helps. All right, more back row. 3 Solemn Strike. Solemn Strike. I like Solemn cards. And then my last 2 traps, I run a Mirror Force because I'm running a Yugi / Dark Magician deck. I like Mirror Force. And also Magic Cylinder. So these 2, I know these are kind of trash nowadays, but I like running it because it's funny and it's very iconic. I mean, dude, I'm running Dark Magician. I'm running Solemn Strike. I'm running Solemn Judgment. Like, look at all these like old nostalgic cards. Like, I'm running. What am I running? Dude, Armageddon Knight, Card Destruction. This thing was a super rare from the start deck. Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer. Breaker the Magic. I'm running all these cards just for old time's sake, man. I love this deck. It's probably one of my favorite decks ever. So 40 card deck, there's that. Sometimes I might throw in a Lila for to dump cards in for fun. I like milling. I might rebuild my Lightsworn deck. I don't know. We'll see. And then I also have Dark Bribe too, sometimes for more back row protection. And then I heard Torrential Tribute is popular right now for the format for some reason. Maybe Cali Effect would know it more than me. But yeah, there's Torrential Tribute too. These are like optional cards. These aren't in the main deck right now, but You can use these if you like. Now side deck, I know Dark Paladin's not as strong as it was before, but damn, man, look at the art. Damn, Dark Paladin. So good. So I run the Dark Paladin. I don't have Red Eyes Dragoon. I don't have $400 to spend on Magician Soul and Red Eyes Dragoon and all the Dark Magicians fusions and all that stuff. I mean they're amazing. I played an EDO Pro. EDO Pro 2 Dragoon is so good. It's just that I play more budget. I play more budget friendly. I play more casual competitive. So I don't really go to tournaments or anything. So I just like nice iconic cards. Sorry for the table shaking, but yeah, Dark Paladin, nice card. So number 1 Big Eye. Rank 7. Change Heart. Dragosack, I have 2. If you don't like it, you don't have to run it, but I have that. I used to have Ebon Illusion Magician. I might get that back one day. So like just an extra deck that usual rank 7 cards, Dark Magician, Dark Paladin, Dragoon, Red Eyes Dragoon, and then the usual rank 4s if you have level 4s here, and then a couple of links, whatever links you want to. I don't really like links. I play more OG stuff. That's why I have Breaker and Kaiku and Dark Magician. So yeah, that's my Dark Magician deck profile. If you like it, go ahead and comment, see what I can improve on. If you have Magician Soul, please run Magician Soul, run 3 of them. If you have Soul Servant, that a quick play spell card that helps you draw, please run that. It's not my favorite draw card for Soul Servant, but you can run it too. I like Upstart Goblin as, if I did have Upstart Goblin, I would probably put that in the deck, but I may or may not get it. But yeah, it's a more casual deck. Hope you enjoyed the video, and take care.